I'm gonna go bold. My expected score line is 3-1. My expected score for both teams, I'll go with a late goal in the 90, in the extra time. Haaland is gonna score. It's gonna be 4-1 for Man City over Inter. Haaland is 41. The Treble is Jamacha 41. Man City win the match 4-1 to win the Treble. The match is going to be close. Man City will be winning 2-1 because City is gematria of title. It would also, if they win 4-1, Man City would score 21 goals in the knockouts of the UEFA Champions League this year. So Man City are going to go up 2-0. Inter won Scudetto with Antonio Conte. Conte is Gematria City. Don't forget. Man City go up 3-1. Man City is 31. They just beat Madrid. Inter's last title was at Madrid in 2010 against Bayern. Man City in the UEFA Champions League, if they score 4 goals in the UEFA Champions League, there's 3, there's 4 right there, 4-1. Let's go to Leipzig. There's 8, there's 11, there's 12. Real Madrid have scored 17 goals in the knockouts. They're going to score 19 against the 19-time Scudetto winner. I like 21 knockout goals for Man City in their 21st consecutive season in the top flight in English football to win 4-1 against Inter. 4-1. Man City to defeat the Nerazzurri. Pep Guardiola in the Champions League final. 5 goals, 2 allowed for his teams across 3 finals as coach. Inter Milan 52, Liverpool is Gematria 52. 6-2 like Chelsea FC 1-0. Pep Guardiola is Gematria 62. So that's when they take the lead. 6-3 like the Pep Guardiola having Gematria 63, or Josip, if I'm not mistaken. Josip Guardiola 63. Last final was at Paris. We could see a 6-3 score. Then, if Inter scored, then 7-3 like Crown and Manchester City FC. Then 8-3 like Germany. Inter's last title against a German team. Their last final appearance at Portugal. That was not 83. But then 9-3, like Roberto Martinez, the former Inter manager who managed Man City to their first Premier League title in 40 years. 5 previous goals in the final for a Pep Guardiola coach team, and then 4 in this final. Istanbul, Turkey, Gematria 54. And for Manchester City Football Club, in the Champions League this year, it'd be 34 goals. The Reds were the last winner. The Reds is Gematria 34. And then I think a 35th goal for his first Champions League title since he was Barcelona manager. Barcelona Gematria of 35. 35 goals, 6 allowed. Plus, that'll be plus 29. Won't be the plus 30, but plus 104, plus 105, plus 106, plus 107. In the championship, Campionato 107. This is another loss in a final for Inter Milan. They can allow their 57th goal, their second goal in the final to City. City, Gematria 57. 58th goal allowed. Their last final, Real Madrid Club de Football hosted the final. Thinking aloud, the 59th goal of the season can be plus 42. It can be 59, like Vinicius scoring in the 59th minute. 11, 12, 13, 14 goals. Definitely 7, 3, and 3. Like Man City FC having Jamacha 73. Simone Inzaghi, his 22nd loss as manager. An Italian team just lost at Hungary, Roma. Real Madrid Club de Football, the last champions. Man City finished with 94 points in the table, or with 94 goals scored. His 94th loss. His 100th goal allowed for an Inter team at Turkey. Turkey, Jamacha 100. Loss number 22, especially after AS Roma lost. AS Roma, Jamacha 22. They lost a Europa final for, Serie A. Inter remains at 98 wins in the Champions League. Correctly predicted this before the semifinals. Champions 98. Istanbul, Jamacha 98. Got to go to Man City. Their 66 win in the Champions League against Inter. Inter's Jamacha 66, title 66. Inter, their 53rd loss all time in the Champions League. Chelsea, Man City's last appearance. Their last win this year's competition over AC Milan. The champions in Italian, I Campioni, their 53rd loss to the champions, Inter Milan. A 44th win for Man City in their 61st match of the season. Liverpool, last one at Istanbul. Liverpool FC, Jamacha 61. Their 44th match. Their 44th win. Champions 44 after beating the Red Devils in the FA Cup final. FA Cup final, Jamacha 44. Their 44th win after the FA Cup final. The FA Cup final, Jamacha 59. Inter can allow their 59th goal of the season. If they allow 4 in the final. Just coming off a game against the Devils, too, in the FA Cup final. The Devils is 41. The Treble. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is Jamacha the 61st match of the year. Inter's last title over Bayern. Bayern Munich 61. Erling 65. $151, $152, $153. I wonder if they could be at $154, like the Antichrist. Interesting. Eight wins, 5 draws. Real Madrid. Man City, Paris Saint-Germain. They fail to win the Champions League. Man City do. Wonder how many wins this is for a Pep Guardiola coach team in the Champions League with the City. Pep. Once we go to well, they don't show the wins and losses for every competition icon. But anyway, moving on. Internazionale Giamacca 73, Manchester City FC, their 73rd win the Champions League against Inter, as we said before. Crown 73-28, Turkey is 28. Let's see, Inter with 72 points. 23. Haaland is Giamacca 23, the Gematria Treble. No, I think it was 65, 66. There we go. United was the last team from Manchester to win the final. United, Giamacca 73, 7 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses for Inter in this year's Champions League. Internazionale. United is 28, Turkey 28, Man City won 28 matches in the Premier League this year. England, its 15th win. Telecom Italia initials is 15. So in case if you haven't seen all the prior videos before, this is what we're getting right here. 17th runner-up for Italy. The 13th winner has to be Juve. Juve is Giamacca 13. They'll lose in Serie A's 29th final appearance. Bayern, their last appearance in the final, Giamacca 29. Now by Manchester. Manchester United, Man City 3-3. It's gonna be 4-3. And Man City are going to be the 6th team to win the UEFA Champions League against the Snake of Inter, the Serpents. The Snake is number 6 in the order of the Chinese Zodiac. One title for City, 3 for United. Man City, 3 for United, 1 for City. Then Man U, that's one title for City, 3 for United. I like 4-1 here, to be honest. In the let's see, Haaland. He'll score his 53rd goal of the season. Haaland, Chelsea 53, the champions. He'll score a brace in the final. Istanbul, Turkey is Giamacca 54. I like 2 goals in the final for Haaland. His 41st goal in the Champions League, his 13th and 14th goals in Europe. Martinez gonna score? Or Lukaku? "28 goals, Turkey, Giamacca 28. He enters the final with 28 goals. It could be his 19th European goal if he does score in the final. Or Jaco. It'd be interesting to see who scores for Inter in the final. If it's Lukaku, if it's Calhanoglu. The son of Turkish immigrants born at Germany. Same thing with Gundogan, who almost scored a hat trick for Man City today. His parents are born at Turkey. The finals at Turkey. Calhanoglu for Inter, Gundogan for Man City. We have a scripted assist or goal in the final. We'll see. We'll see. 100 goals for his career. Turkey gematria of 100. Now the other one from parents with Turkish descent, Gundogan. '61st goal, Liverpool 61, Liverpool FC. It's 85th goal in the final. Man City 85. It's got to include his FA Cup total. Yes, this is the FA Cup right there for Gundogan. I'll like him to score too. Gundogan right behind. I don't know if they brought him a score, but maybe he'll get an assist. His 21st goal for the title 21. So very, very interesting.